Hi guys, I'm Kasha. Welcome to the channel and welcome to our coffee times to talk horror. And I have been trying to get this video uploaded, but my last couple weeks have been a tour de France and I have just not had the time to get this recorded and uploaded. But here I am, and I hope you guys have enough time to prepare because we're here to talk about this year's evilathon.
It's coffee time!
So every year in the month of November, I like to make a month-long readathon in which we all read and watch some horror. It's just to extend that feeling that we get in October, spooky season, so we can prolong it to the whole month of November as well before Christmas inevitably hit us in the face. So this year, even though I had planned to do a lot more things for the evilathon, do more interactive things, unfortunately I have to pause all of that because of my moving. I just do not have the time to get everything that I wanted to organize, and I just do not want to just half-ass it. So we're gonna leave all of that nice content for next year, but I also didn't want to leave you guys without an evilathon, like anything at all. So I decided that this year the evilathon was going to be the one that sucks, because I'm not gonna be able to participate and make it as I wanted. So because this is the one that sucks, of course I was like, hey, vampires, right? So all the prompts have titles from well-known vampire movies, and as always there are 10 prompts. You can choose to read horror or thrillers if horror is too much for you. You can choose between middle grade, YA, and adult. So you also can choose the level of horror that you are willing to take. And all the prompts are quite flexible. Like, the purpose of these readathon, as I always say, is for us to have some fun, to enjoy some horror books, some horror movies, so you can, stretch the prompts as much as you want. Alright guys, I hope you're ready because we're gonna start with the prompts. So number one, we have Fright Night, and this is to read a horror book with questionable neighbors. I've always really enjoyed the original Fright Night. I've always really loved it. I recently rewatched it this month for Halloween month, and I still really love it, and I thought it would be fun. There's many thrillers out there that have the trope, of something wrong with the neighbors, or neighbors that act weird, neighbors that are vampires, or whatever you want them to be. So hopefully you can find a book to fit this prompt. Blade, to read a horror book about a vampire hunter. So the first time that I watched Blade, I fell in love with it. One of my favorite scenes is the opening scene on the first movie. So I've always really loved this franchise, especially the first movie is still the best. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there are also some comics, some graphic novels about vampire hunters, so you can also make your life a little bit easier that way. But yeah, this one should be also kind of easy to find. Underworld, to read a horror book that has some creatures, some supernatural creatures. You can stretch this prompt as much as you want. So anything with some sort of creature, you don't have to stick only to vampires. It can be werewolf, ghost, ghouls, I don't know, whatever you want. I Am Legend, and this prompt is to read a classic horror book. It can be a classic from many years ago, or it can be a classic that it has become a classic recently in the last years. That is completely up to you. The Lost Boys, and this is to read a horror book about a group of friends. It can be a group of friends that belong to a weird society, a group of friends that go camping in the woods, a group of friends that go into a haunted house, or a group of friends that are vampires themselves. So this is also kind of up to you. Near Dark, and this is another fantastic classic movie, and in this one we see vampires are kind of trying to hide before sunlight. So hurry before sunlight and read a horror novella. Let the right one in, and this is to read a horror book that has either a theme or a trope that you die for, that you absolutely love, so you're just letting in that perfect comfort read for you. Daybreakers, to read a horror book that is set in a futuristic world. the hunger to read a horror book that you've been craving, that you've been wanting to read, but you still haven't found the time to. And number 10, I always like to make this one a prompt about a movie because, you know, just to bring you guys something a little bit more interactive, something that you can easily get done in the month of November, and that is called The Little Vampire. To watch a horror classic or a spooky movie from your childhood. Alright guys, so these were the 10 prompts for this year's evilathon. I hope you guys are still excited, even though I'm not going to be able to participate as much as I wanted this year, but I thought at least you guys have some prompts and you can get excited about it and put together a TBR, and I'm going to be so happy if you guys tag me or let me know what you're going to be reading for the evilathon. It will be also amazeballs if you can also vlog it. I'm gonna try to vlog a little bit, but I can make no promises because, like I said, my life is currently a mess. So anyway, let me know down below if you have any suggestions for books that would fit these prompts. I would like to put together a video in which I give you suggestions or types of books that you can read for each challenge. So I'm gonna try to get that up by next week, Monday or Tuesday. I'll try my best so you still have some time to prepare. So if you have any suggestions of books that would fit the prompts, please let me know down below so that I can have a bigger list, give you guys a lot more suggestions so we can all help each other to find books that we can fit into the challenges. And yeah, I just hope that we're gonna still have a lot of fun this year. And vampires is one of my favorite creatures in horror. It always has been, so I'm really excited. Let me know also guys down below if you're gonna participate, if you're gonna have time, and what you thought about the prompts. All right, you guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Thank you so much for the support and for the patience right now. Please give the video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you all guys as always in our next coffee time. Bye.